Hi, I'm Steve Campitelli. I'm the organist here at West Chester United Methodist Church. I also accompany the choir, do a little bit with youth things here and there. I've been at this church for about 20 years, and I've been in a couple other Methodist churches before that too. And I enjoy being here. We have a nice organ at this church. It's a rebuild. It's initially a Möller organ, about 100 years old or so, and the Rodgers instrument company recently rebuilt it and made a nice hybrid of pipe and electronic organ. So I'm enjoying doing that instrument a lot here. Yeah. So this organ, I think it was built maybe around the 1920s initially by Möller, and I don't even know if it was the first instrument that was in this current location. This church had another location before this, I believe, in West Chester, and so I think that this church was established on this location in High Street, I'm gonna say in like the late 1800s. I'd have to check on that though. Yeah, so they started putting the pipe organ in here, I think pretty soon after that, but I'm a little vague on the details of the original build, but I do know that it's about 100-year-old instrument in here. And it did have another rebuild, maybe in the 1950s, something like that. And but then just a few years ago, we really got it overhauled and then mixed with the electronic, and we needed a new console and things like that were kind of falling apart over the years. So we were able to keep a good portion of the original pipe instrument in there to mix with the electronics. So there are usually two services here on a Sunday morning. There's a traditional service, which is the one that I play for at 8:45, and then there's a contemporary service at 11. So I use the organ quite a bit for that 8:45 service. The congregation really does like the organ music, and people really wanted to keep the original instrument as part of what we were doing when we did the rebuild. So I always like to play the organ here, and I don't usually play for the contemporary service, but there's a strong like for the organ here at the first service. And now we're at our summer schedule right now, so there's just one combined service at 10. So we're kind of mixing the traditional, the contemporary in that one service. But the pipe organ still keeps going strong here. So as I said, I've been here about 20 years. I was at another Methodist church before that. I've had a few church jobs. I really started playing church organ when I was in grad school, doing my piano degree. So I have degrees in piano, pedagogy and performance, and I work as a piano teacher and accompanist. And but I really like doing church ministry, and just kind of got into that during grad school, and studied it, and got my first job pretty soon after that, working in a small church, and have kind of gone through a few different places since then. And I even play at another church on Sundays too. When I'm finished here, I go and oftentimes play a mass at a Catholic church nearby, so I've done that previous years too. I've gone to other churches where I played here and then played somewhere else. So but I've been doing just a lot of accompanying and a lot of playing for a few decades. So.
Alrighty, we are in the pipe chamber, at least on the left side. If you're looking from the front of the sanctuary to the chancel. So almost a normal regular layout. Larger pipes on the outside, smaller pipes on the inside. If we are looking straight ahead, you can see the shutters. And then you have the facade out front. See those very clearly. One thing to note, a couple things are mitered in here to make things fit. And obviously with the addition of Rodgers speakers on the wall there, and also in the corner there, above the shutters there, in addition to digital sounds. So we have a couple good stops here. We have a reed in the front here, on the second one here, wooden boarded on the front and then towards the front here. Principal ranks, so forth. Large wood pedal stop on the side. Top one is mitered. Goes all the way down to the side, to the wall there. You have all the electronics for Rodgers and for the swell shades, operations for that. Everything was recently updated, as Steve mentioned. And then obviously you have your Rodgers equipment on the side here. More speakers up on the side here. One of them has the front taken off as it couldn't be fitted. It's the pipes, more mitered pipes here. And then we have the shades up front here as well, and more of the wooden pipes. The pedal pipe here. Those go down below. We have more pipes towards the bottom here as well. We'll get to those in a minute. And of course we have the access door to the outside. Very well kept and cleaned. Recently, of course, just some work on it. Very tight, but yet very easily accessible area to tune. They cut out the board here to make those fit. Pretty impressive.